Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Xenonauts. Or back to Xenonauts, I should say. This is my third or fourth attempt at beating this game. It's a difficult game, but it's one that I love. And we are back to it because I need a little bit of a palate cleanser after the horrors of the Brain Scorcher in Stalker. So, we're going to be starting a new game on Veteran, Iron Man, and I think that's that. We're going to have to do a bunch of admin stuff at the start. Select our primary base location. So I usually like putting my primary base somewhere around here. That gives me good radar coverage and fighter coverage of, like, Europe, the Middle East, bits of the Soviet Union, Northern Africa. So why don't we throw it in, what is that, Cyprus? Malta? One of those two. We're gonna put our base there. And this is just gonna be Alpha. That's our first base. Now, we have to organize a bunch of stuff. We have things to build. Right off the bat, we're gonna need more living quarters. And we're gonna throw those right in there. We are gonna need an additional laboratory. We are gonna need additional hangars. And do I want a second radar array already? I have the funds. I should probably spend them while I have them before I have other expenses that are going to start ramping up. So yeah, we'll get a second radar array. The workshop we can wait on. Oh, and we need a medical center. That's the other thing that we need. The medical center down there. Right. Okay, that... Do I want to start construction on my next base already? Kind of. If we're gonna put a second... I should wait until some of the aliens appear so we can see where the attacks are coming in. Now, the other thing that we need to do is reorganize and re-equip our squads here. So we can make sure that we have well-balanced teams the way I like them, which may not be optimal, but it is generally the way I run my teams. So let's unassign all of you, and I will be right back after I've done some admin work here. Okay, administrative stuff done, so here's our basic team layout for the time being. We've got our breacher with a rifle and a shotgun. We've got our shield, who has a rifle for backup, but otherwise has the shield and pistol. Our grenadier, whose job is just to carry a bunch of explosives around, also with a rifle. I love rifles. Rifles are really good. Our medic, whose job is to carry spare medical supplies. Sniper. Machine gunner. Rocket launcher. And then this guy, who's just a generalist. Just carrying a bunch of supplies for the rest of the team. Spare rockets, spare ammo. Things of that nature. And they're all boarded up in the dropship. So most of these dudes are carrying more than their initial equipment because they have high strength to start, which is good for us. Anyways, we can let time tick over for a little bit until that happens, and then we can throw up a Condor. Should be able to take that out. I can remember how the air war works here. So what we want to do is have you go this way. Make sure that we're going to, like, pass through them. We're going to disable one of our Sidewinders because they're going to dodge the first one. As we get closer, we're going to kill our speed. Boom. 0 damage on the Condor. That's what we like to see. Okay, now we have a crash site, but we want to wait a little bit because we don't want to do a night mission. So we're going to pick the speed up a touch, and then we're going to send... We're really close to base, so there we go. Send our crew out. Okay, so we got abductions in North America already. Crash site briefing. Objective of this mission is to secure the UFO, which will contain artifacts, research, or alien materials that you can use to build advanced technology. Other alien items recovered from the battlefield will automatically be sold, granting you additional funding. The simplest way to win this mission is to eliminate all the alien units on the map. This will automatically end the mission and recover all alien artifacts from the battlefield. However, you can also win the mission by killing all the aliens inside the UFO and then holding it with at least one soldier for 5 turns. If the UFO has been shot down, a number of the crew are likely to have died on impact, and some of the recoverable items may have exploded or been destroyed. A landed UFO will contain more recoverable items, but will also contain more aliens. Remember to use smoke, suppression, or shields to reduce the amount of reaction fire your soldiers take when they assault the UFO. This is all handy-dandy advice. So, we are in a corner? We are in a corner. Okay, perfect. So this is a small crash site, this is a small map, but we want to get some vision here, so everybody out and... Oh, well, there's the ship. Everybody get out and look around a little bit so we can make sure there's no aliens standing directly next to us. Oops, didn't mean to move them that far. Oh, well, it's fine. Okay, there do not appear to be any aliens directly adjacent to us, which is good. We have to... This is a small map. Do I want to split the team up? I guess we'll split the team up. Alright, let's move you guys up like so. Try and keep away from being at the very edge, because that's how you get shot. And then you guys are going to be moving up through this building here. Let's get you into what cover we can find and have you guys crouch, because this is terrible cover. But I need the rest of your team to catch up to you before we push on too hard. This is not the best positioning that we can manage, unfortunately. Okay. And then everybody with TUs left is gonna duck. Should be everybody. Okay. So 2 civilians down there. I'm guessing there's nobody in that barn because the farmer just ran in there. Unless he's planning to shoot something, but I think he would have had enough TUs to shoot. Excuse me. So, we've got a civilian in here, which is a problem for our... So I could blow a hole in the wall, which is not a terrible idea. But I think what I want to do here is... So I think that guy's right behind the wall. So I think what I'm going to do is just shoot into the wall. See if I can get a little bit of suppression on him through that. I don't know what's around this corner. Alright, let's check this corner out real quick. Hello, friend. You're pinned in a back corner. Oh wait, I don't know that. There's other spaces that could have stuff in them. Okay, let's engage this then. This needs to go away before it becomes a problem. Can you throw a flashbang in there? Yeah, do that. That will guarantee the suppression while I'm dealing with other stuff. Okay, he is probably in this very back corner then if the flashbang didn't hit him, because we would have heard him yelling. I'm going to move everybody else up. And we're just going to take defensive positions for a second while we sort out what we're doing with this guy over here. Really? You can't throw from there? If you stand up, can you throw over this? No. Damn. So you would have to back up a step. We're just going to use all your TUs. Alright, so instead of that, I'm going to have you run over here. And you're going to set up to support these guys. And we're going to see where these dudes move. Okay, he's coming up close. Good shooting. Better shooting. Okay, so there's one behind the building. There's this guy who's in the corner right here. We're gonna have to step around. Hello. Welcome to Point Blank. Okay, that's that taken care of. Let's go make sure he's not gonna get shot in the back. Okay, good. Alright, I don't have a lot of cover in this field. I think we're gonna have to cross it, though. Let's leave enough TUs for an aimed shot for these guys as they're moving across. Same for you. And I'm gonna have you come up here. Get ready to go around the... Actually, oh, I should have left you over here, because you can watch around this corner where Farmer Man is. The rest of you... We're gonna move up a little bit aggressively here, because we are short on cover. Get up to there. You're gonna bring Corsac with you, because he has the close quarters stuff. And I'm leaving Pavlov back here to cover your side. You know, I'm just gonna have to move you up, I think. I can't leave Corsac standing out in the open like that. Okay, I think that should do. Hello. Okay, so you're gonna... hang on, where's this button? Can't remember what the hotkey is for this. You're gonna throw this over here. And then you are coming right in here while he's suppressed. So you can just burst fire him in the head. He's still alive. That's a problem. There's a big problem, in fact. Right. Back you up. Can I get anyone up with enough TUs to snapshot this guy? Yes. Oh, okay. That would have been bad if he'd still been alive. Right. You... Now... Okay, on your next turn, you're going to swap for your rifle, now that your shield is gone. Oh, I didn't move the other team at all while I was doing that. I got distracted. It's been a little while since I played this. Okay, move until you can crouch and still take an aimed shot. Okay, if there are any aliens in here, they'd have disturbed the wheat, so we now know this is clear back here. Or at least clear enough for the time being. We at least know they're not moving this direction. That said, this area over here is also pretty safe because the farmer was over there and I haven't heard him die. Let's just move Pavlov over here to watch this. I'm gonna bring you over here to also watch this. I need to wait for... Actually, you still have a bunch of TUs left because you didn't move that far. I don't want you all the way up there. I'm going to move you over here. Okay, and then you can come back this way, regroup with the rest of your team. You can now swap for that. So unfortunately my shield is gone, but it did save that guy's life, so we will take that. And you guys are going to very carefully move through here. Making sure to hold on to as many TUs as you can for reaction shots. I don't know how many more aliens are left outside the ship, though. Reaching without the shield is going to be interesting. That is why we have grenades and other such fun toys. Call you guys up. Right, I haven't heard any other gunfire. I didn't hear Farmer Man die. So I think at this point we're gonna focus on the wreck. So let's just have everybody go this way. Keep your eyes out behind us. Okay, peek around here. Good, looks clear, and we've got a nice little nest we can set up our machine gun at to shoot from. But I'm gonna have you duck back. We're gonna go peek out there. Good. Okay, move you guys forward. Right. Have you guys loop around wide over here. Is this not cover? That is cover. Okay. Bring the sniper with you. And I'm going to bring you guys up like so. Okay, where do we have cover? So what I want to do is split you guys up and wrap around the ship so we're coming in from both sides of that door without having to actually cross the door itself. So at this point, I'm going to have you guys scoot up to the edge here. I haven't actually cleared these buildings. There could be aliens lurking in them. I'm pretty sure this one's safe because that's where the farmer ran off to. On the off chance that it's not, though. Okay, yeah, there's a civilian cowering back here. This is probably pretty safe. Just in case, though, you guys are going to go check this out. Just a quick check. Risky check. Okay, looks good. You guys are going to keep cutting around this side here. Get as far out over here as you can while still staying in cover. So you guys are going to be hopefully getting somewhere where you can shoot in through the door. Okay, you're going with him. And you guys are going to stack up on here. Okay, there's our farmer buddy. Okay, have you guys kind of check this space back here real quick. Okay, this looks safe. Safe. Alright, that leaves us with just this one area to check over here. I really do not want you taking cover on the gas tanks, but I don't have much of a better option right now. You guys are coming around here, up to this little divot where you've got some protection. Just keep your eye out over here. Right, and you guys are going to keep moving along to the edge here. Meanwhile, how far up can you move? You can get all the way up to this nice little rock here. Crouch, look at the door, and you can come up here. Hello. Just very carefully move up here, because they could come kicking through that door at any moment. You guys need to come up. Kind of sharpish, though. Okay, good. They're both suppressed. Good hit. Okay, good. This is safe. So you can push through here. Okay, they are apparently opting to stay in place, which is fine by me. So that frees me to shoot you. Okay, good. Keep them suppressed. Shot. Okay, and then you guys can... Mission over? Mission over. Okay, we got one person injured for 4 days because we don't have a medical center. Nobody got promoted. But we got a bunch of stat ups, which is always good. And we got some stuff to research and some extra money. Wonderful. We have things to research once we finish Alien Invasion. Alright, well, that is probably a good place to call it for the first episode. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.